Hey guys, it's time for Phonics and Language. Today, instead of practicing your phonics charts, I actually picked out a Go Noodle video for you to listen to and sing along with instead. So make sure you watch that and then come back and watch this video. Today, we are doing Phonics and Language, page 293 to 294. It's again reviewing these different types of words that we've been going over. And so I'm going to review them with you one more time, and then talk about the directions for our pages today. So first we have the noun. A noun is a person, place, or thing. Any person, place, or thing. A girl, a house, a bowl, anything. And then a verb is an action word, the thing that's happening. So every sentence must have a noun and a verb. Have to have these things. Then these two, adjective and adverb, they just make our sentences way more interesting. An adjective describes the noun. A tall girl, a orange house, or a big bowl. And then adverb describes the verb. It makes the verb, the action, more interesting. The tall girl screamed loudly. It makes the verb more interesting. So these two are making the sentences more interesting, more fun, and these two we have to have, okay? So let's take a look at page 293. At the top, there's a bone that says remember. Remember, we always read these boxes because they give us special information to help us with the page. An adjective is a word that describes a noun. It may answer the question, what kind or how many? So this one asks, what kind or how many? What kind, how many? Okay? An adverb is a word that describes a verb. Remember, I gave you the clue that verb is in the word. We add to the verb. Adverb is adding to the verb. It tells how the action of the verb is done. So this answers how. How did it happen? Adverb. Okay, so number one says write an adverb for each verb. They have a verb written there for you. You get to pick any adverb that you can think of to fill in those lines. There are 3 of them. So the first one says leaping, blank. How are they leaping? You get to decide. The second one is giggled, and the last one is smiled. Then section 2 says write an adjective for each noun. So cupcakes, what kind of cupcakes? Friend, what kind of friend? Crayon, what kind of crayon? You get to decide the adjectives for that section. 3, read each word. Write an adjective to describe each noun and write an adverb to describe each verb. This time, they're trying to see how well you can pick out nouns and verbs to decide if an adjective needs to go there or an adverb needs to go with it. So the first one is blank kittens. Are you going to put an adjective or an adverb first? You need to decide, is kittens a noun or a verb? And then which one are you going to pick? The next one is blank mom. Then the next one on the right is singing blank. And the last one is worked blank. You have to decide, is it a noun or a verb that they gave you? Okay? If it's a noun, then I'm going to add an adjective. If it's a verb, I'm going to add an adverb. You get to decide whatever adjective, whatever adverb you think fits with those words best. Section 4, we're doing the lines, circle, and arrow thing that we've been doing several times lately. So it says, read the sentences. You need to read it to you out loud to make sure you understand what the sentence says, so you can pick out what's the verb, underline it twice. What's the adverb, circle it, and then draw an arrow from the adverb to the verb. I did a review of that yesterday, so I'm just going to keep moving on, and we're moving on to dictation. We have 2 sentences again today. Remember, we have capital letters at the beginning of our sentences, always, and punctuation at the end, always. So do not forget those things. Listen carefully. You're going to write the whole sentence. All you have to do is write the whole sentence. You don't have to circle anything. You don't have to underline anything. Just write the whole sentence. The first sentence is, I saw a mule on the trail. I saw a mule on the trail. One more time. I saw a mule on the trail. Okay. Second sentence. We hiked a mile. We hiked a mile. One more time. We hiked a mile. If you need to listen again, you can rewind the video. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to page 294. Now, 294, we are reviewing, if you can look at the top for that big square, we are reviewing past tense verbs. So remember, verbs that tell us about something that has already happened are called past tense. It happened in the past. We make most verbs past tense by adding ed. So, I walked to school, but yesterday I walked to school. In section 1, it says add ed to the verbs to make them past tense. The first one is done for you. Wink plus ed equals winked. So you have to do the other three. Then section 2 says add ed to the verbs to make them past tense. So same thing, but remember to double the final consonant when the vowel is short. If we have a short vowel in the root word, the original word, then you double the consonant before adding ed. The first one's done for you. Pat. It's one vowel, it's a short vowel, and then plus ed. So that means we're going to double the t's. It's done for you. P-A-T-T-E-D. Patted. Okay? So that's what you're going to do for the other three. And then section 3 says add ed to the verbs to make them past tense. Remember, drop the final e before adding ed. So in each different type of word, you have to remember those rules before adding the ending. So this is the other rule that says if it's a long vowel with an e on the end, you drop the e and you add ed. So the first one is done for you. It says bake plus ed. You drop the e in bake and you add ed to the end. So there's only one e. It would not be baked if there were two e's still in that word. It would be baked, and that doesn't make any sense. So B-A-K-E-D, baked. Then you finish the other three just like that. Then we come to another remember box. Sometimes we change the spelling to make the verb past tense. So sometimes they don't follow any of those rules and you just have to change the word. Today you eat. Yesterday you ate. Today the wind blows. Yesterday the wind blew. So section 4 says, read the sentences. Underline the verb 2 times. Each verb is a past tense verb. So all you have to do is find the action word in the sentence. The verb, the action word, and underline it 2 times. You don't have to circle anything else. You don't have to draw any arrows. Just underline the verb 2 times. The verb is the action word. So the first sentence says, the baseball player caught the ball at home plate. What is the thing happening? What's the action? The action is the word caught. He caught the ball at home plate. So underline caught 2 times. You need to do the other 4 sentences. Let me know if you have any questions. That's it for phonics and language, and I will see you later. Bye.